What is up, guys? What is up? Coach Sam coming at you with your new workout this week. This is a workout you can do every day. If you want to check this out on YouTube, go ahead, knock yourself out. What's going to happen here is you're going to go ahead, follow along with me through this workout, and then you can go on about your day. If you guys are looking for the graphic, that's in the comment section or the description of the video, and it's also on my Instagram. But enough talking. Let's go ahead and get started. All you're going to need for this one is some dumbbells. But in the meantime, go ahead, just follow along with me. Reaching across that body, coming up on those toes, keeping it right here 5 more seconds. And then we're going to get those pogo hops or those calf raises in 3, 2, 1. Coming up on both those feet, getting those hops in there. Not taking the hop, no worries. You can just go ahead, get a calf raise, keeping those toes on the ground, but getting those heels off of it. Getting that bounce if you got it. Keep it going here for 3, 2, hip twist in 1. Get the rotation. Get that hop in there. Get that rotation. This right here is going to go ahead, get that torso even more ready to go. Get that trunk nice and warmed up. Take it front to back in 3, 2, 1. Front to back hop, front to back hop. Now, if you're not taking the hop, you can step into this movement, pumping the arms, moving those feet. Keep it going right here. 5 more seconds, then we're taking it side to side in 3, 2, 1. Side to side step. You can keep it right here, or you can go ahead and get that bounce. Either way, keep it going 5 more seconds, and then we're going into a butt kick in 3, 2, 1. Heels to that booty, run it out, run it out. Try to get your heels as close to your butt as possible. If you're not digging the run, you can march into it, keeping it here. Speaking of marching, we're gonna bring those knees up front in 3, 2, 1. Drive the knees, march it out. Chest nice and tall, hips strong and abs nice and tight. Draw that belly button into that spine. Keep it here 5 more seconds. Then we've got your step over knee drive in 3, 2, 1. Drive the heel back. Get that skip at the top. Now, if your balance isn't there, no worries. Tap the toe. Drive the knee. Tuck the hip. Keeping it right here. 5 more seconds. Then we've got your knee circle side lunge in 3, 2, 1. Bring your knee around town. Step it out. Drop it low. Chest nice and tall. Drive the hips back. Weight in those heels. Keeping that sternum, that belly button drawn in, that sternum nice and tall. 5 more seconds. Then we've got your up squats in 3, 2, and 1. Now, when it comes to your up squats, these come at you pretty fast. So drop your hips down. Only come up as high as you can, as fast as you can in the time frame I'm giving you. We're going for 10. Ready? Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arm circles going forward, feet moving, shoulders rolling. Arm circles growing. Get them a little bit bigger. Little bit bigger. Once the arm circles are as big as you can make them, go ahead. Put your palms up, flip it, and reverse it. Start small and choppy. Let them get a little bit bigger. Little bit bigger. Once they're as big as you can make them, bring them up. Drop them down. Biceps to ears, hands past those hips. Keep it here for 3, 2, 1. Love yourself, hug yourself, hug yourself, love yourself. Bring those arms across that chest. Keeping it here for 3, 2, and 1. Arms up to the side, stopping those feet. Now when I say down, slap those beautiful hard-working thighs. Ready? Down. 10 jumping jacks coming at you. Count at the very top, right back down. Not digging the hop, stick to a side step. Aiming for 10, whether you're hopping or stepping. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, go ahead, keep those feet moving. You can jog in place while I explain the first 2 movements coming your way. But for round number 1, and technically your only round for this workout, we have got your squat with an arc press. Now this can be done with 1 or 2 dumbbells, your call here. Keeping that dumbbell locked in place at the shoulder for the squat portion. Dropping the hips low, driving the hips high. Once here, press overhead. Try to get your biceps in line with the ears, right down to the shoulder, and repeat on the opposite side. Try not to bend too far into this. You want to squat low into it, return to the top, and press. If you need an elevated surface to spot you on this one so you don't fall backwards while keeping the weight in your hamstrings, find an elevated surface like a chair, sit back in it, get your thighs to it, arc press, sit back, come on up. arc press. This will put the pressure on your hamstrings rather than your quads, which in theory should take some of that pressure off of the knees themselves, as the quads are not activating to grab that kneecap itself. So with that said, you've got 30 seconds on the clock, 10 seconds in between. Keep an eye out on this one here, but I will be counting you down for the last 5 to 10 seconds thereof. We're going through these 5 exercises 3 times, so keep your eyes on me for exercises 2 through 5, or check out the graphic that popped up 10 seconds ago. Grabbing that dumbbell, keeping it close to the body, bring it right up to that shoulder. I'm gonna turn up that music just a little bit. We're gonna jump right into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. Drop the hips, come on up, press, bring it down on the opposite side. This arc action that you're seeing that I'm doing right here is gonna work all of those shoulder heads. Make sure you're getting that mobility in those shoulders as well. Drive the hips back, bring it on down. You got 13 more seconds of this. And then we have got your blast off plank. So we're taking it to the ground in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Put those dumbbells down. We're on the ground. Hips drawn in. Sit the hips back. High plank. Sit the hips back. High plank in 2, 1, go. Now, if this is not for you, say that's too much on the wrist, take it to an elevated surface. This will take some of that pressure off. Same deal. Sit the hips down like you're going into a squat. Up. No push up. Sorry. Almost did a push up there. End it. Return. End it. Return. Not taking that. Just hold the high plank for the remainder of that time, which in this case is only 8 more seconds. So keep those hips drawn in, glutes nice and tight for 3, 2, 1. Grab some lighter dumbbells on this one. We've got your dumbbell Zane curl. One arm up, one knee up, curling on the opposite side. Keep your chest nice and tall. Get that curl in there. Now, as you're doing this, if you find that your balance isn't here, let your toe rest on the ground. The focus here isn't balance, but that isometric contraction in that bent arm. So keeping that going for just 30 seconds, and guess what? 15 of them are already gone. So keep that pump going, keeping that arm curling. Keep it going for 8 more seconds. Feel that strain start, feel that pressure start to build right in that bicep for 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells out the way, we're taking it down to the ground. We've got your supine side to side reverse crunch. Bringing your knees in towards that chest in 2, 1. Now, if sitting up is too much on the back, lay it down, bring your knees across the body, tap the heels across the body, tap the heel across the body, tap the heel. Now, if that's still not for you and you're not on the ground, no worries. Fingertips behind the ears, bicycle crunch, bicycle crunch. Try to drive the knees straight up, hips drawn in, eyes forward. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now this last one, we're gonna keep standing right your 4-point high knees. Drive the knee, scoop kick, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Knee, foot. Now you can march into this as I'm doing right now, right? Keep your body stable. Hit that scoop kick in there. You can bounce into it if you want a little bit more range of motion, but if you find that's not for you either, don't maybe reach for the heel. Maybe just go for the shin. Knee, shin. You're still kind of scooping that foot up a little bit. This move isn't just about agility and balance. It's also about mobility in those hips. So keep it going as best you can for 3, 2, 1. We're back to the top with that arc press. So grab that dumbbell, bring it right here to the shoulder. Sit it low, drive it high, press it up in 2, 1, go. Not digging this, no worries. Hips drawn in, eyes forward, and if you find the overhead press is not for you, go for a crossbody curl. Bring it down to the middle, right to the other shoulder, squat down, return. This may not hit your shoulders as directly because now they're stabilizing the weight and your biceps are moving it, but you are still hitting something in those arms. So keep that chest tall, keep it going for 3, 2, and 1. We're back to that blast off plank. Now remember, if you're not on the ground, hips drawn in, high plank on that elevated surface, sit the hips low, stabilize for 2, 1. Keeping it right here, squeeze the glutes at the very top, drop, drive, squeeze, drop, drive, squeeze. Hips drawn in. Now for any of you guys doing the classic move, you're down on the ground, sit it back, bring it in, sit it back, bring it in, keeping it going just like so. Now, we've got this going for 8 more seconds, so dig those fingertips into the ground or whatever surface you're holding on to for 3, 2, and 1. Coming on up, Zane curl. Now try not to hit the same side twice, so you're gonna go ahead, bring up the arm, bring up the knee, and curl on the opposite side. Feeling that burn in that bicep as you curl throughout. If your balance isn't there, don't forget, feel free to put the toe right down behind you. 90% of that weight should be on that stationary leg, the one that is flat on the ground. 10% or none at all should be on that floating leg. Try to keep that contraction in both arms. So this one's stuck at 90, this one stops at about a 45-degree extension in that forearm for 3, 2, 1. Now for those of you standing, remember, cross body crunch if you're not taking it to the ground. Otherwise, take it to the floor in 3, 2, 1. Now, if you flex your feet while doing this, this will activate your lower abdomen a little bit more, hitting some of those hip flexors as well. If you need to, lay it back, tap the heels, crunch it in, tap the heels, crunch it in. Alternating which side you're trying to get your knee to towards that shoulder. Keep it going here for 10 more seconds. And then we have got your 4-point high knee in 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming on up, 4-point high knee, drive the knee, tap the heels right after in 3, 2, 1. Now, this move right here, you can go ahead, up the intensity by getting that run in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping it going just like so. But if you're like me and you've got downstairs neighbors, maybe you don't do that all the time. Keeping those hips drawn in, chest nice and high, tap that heel, keeping it going for 10 more seconds. And then we have got your squat with that arc press one more time in 3, 2, 1. All right, now before I said you could use 2 dumbbells, so for last set, best set, let me show you what I'm talking about. Bring those hexagons together. This right here keeps them flush. Start at the shoulder, drop, drive, arc, press. Now, some of you may be thinking, yeah, that's cool and all, but I wasn't cool with pressing one weight. Why would I be cool with 2? What's that curl option again? Right here, right to the center, right back to the chest. Drop, drive, curl to the center, right to the shoulder. Keep it going right here, 10 more seconds, and then we're all done. Blast off plank, coming at you in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, if you're standing, hips drawn in, sit it back, bring it in, sit it back, bring it in. Otherwise, if you're on the ground, hips back, not up. Remember, a lot of times people want to go into this number here. This is a pike with some bent knees. You want to go ahead, sit the hips down. What helps with that too, eyes out in front of those fingertips. When you look back towards your heels, your back has a tendency to drive the hips up towards the sky. So to keep that from happening, keep your eyes out front. Keep it going here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on up, got that dumbbell Zane curl. 1 dumbbell in each hand, chest nice and tall. Curl it up, bring up the knee, boom, pow, boom, pow. Chest nice and tall, shoulders back. Keeping it here for just 20 more seconds. And then we're into that side-to-side reverse crunch again. 16 more seconds. Chest nice and tall. Hitting the other side. Sorry, because it is 3 times through, so you want to make things even. Should have told you guys that before. You should have switched to 15 seconds. It's fine. 2, 1. Now we're into that side-to-side reverse crunch. Taking it down to the ground. Heels out, toes to nose, eyes to thighs as you go side to side. Now, if you want to up the intensity, keep your hands off the ground as you crunch, extend, crunch, extend. If you're not digging this, lay it all the way back. One side, other side, keeping it going. If you're not on the ground, keep it standing. Crossbody crunch, crossbody crunch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 4-point high knees coming at you. Final movement, and you're all done. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Knee, knee, foot, foot, knee, knee, foot, foot. We got this going for 25 more seconds. Remember, you can march into this too. Try not to turn too tough. As I was doing, you want to keep those shoulders square. Knee, knee, foot, foot, knee, knee, foot, foot. Now from there, you can go ahead, get a little bit of a bounce in there as you reach. You can run it out for the final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's all she wrote for your workout this week, folks. Go ahead. Feel free to do this 2 to 3 times a day, 2 to 3 times a week. Not a day, that's a lot. 2 to 3 times a week, and let me know. If you guys like what you saw here, like and subscribe right here on YouTube. But with that said, guys, have a great day. Remember, progress over perfection. Keep that body moving, keep improving, focus on that above all else. Hope to see you soon for your next one. Have a great day.